you know.
And during hard times, was that somebody you kind of reached out to or kind of helped you out, or when you're younger?
It's a little different because he was, he was kind of the tough love kind of,
Right.
there wasn't a lot of that communication or whatever else. But I had a very, very close network of family and friends. From that perspective, there was some friends I just would reach out to.
Right. And I feel like now there's a lot of hard times for a lot of people. A lot of people trying to figure it out, financially and just trying to put it all together. I guess like what would be your advice for people to like get out of their rut or and kind of move forward? I know that we kind of talked about like volunteering and stuff, but like some people they feel like they just don't have enough bandwidth just because they're so stretched thin as everything's so expensive and like what would be kind of your advice to like, hey, here's
Well,
probably what you want to do.
when you do get involved, you end up with a network of friends. And even if you're not involved, I know like through our American Legion in Aurora, I've sat and met with multiple people in the last few months about, some hard times and sharing those resources. But I guess to reach out to somebody, whether it's myself or another, community leader or anything, reach out and utilize those resources. I mean, the you've got the AUA, you've got United Way, you've got different, if you're a veteran, you've got the VA, you've got the Minnesota Department of Veteran Affairs. There's a lot of resources that I don't think people know about. Reach out.
Sure.
That's anybody that's going through a hard time, that's reach out to somebody.
Yeah, and I was just at the gym and tipping at Steel Fitness, and the guy, veteran, had a stroke. Yeah, he had a stroke a couple months ago, and his whole right side of his body was numb. So he's trying to go over different ways to kind of heal the process. And then I just seen him, what was it, 2 days ago, and seen him for a month or two. His speech is all slurred and all. I feel so bad for him. So I don't know. And he's just going through a lot of hard times too. And I just said, yeah, it's better to be around people than to be by yourself.
Absolutely.
And
It
I think
always
that's,
is.
I guess what's something about you that might surprise a lot of people?
I don't think there's much left for surprise.
Sure.
If you want to talk about the stereotypical open book, that's me. I don't hide anything. I don't hold anything back, and I guess I can't think of anything that everybody doesn't already know because I'm very, like I said, I'll sit down next to somebody at an airport, and by the time we walk out of that out of that airplane, we're my life story and I know yours. So I don't hold back a lot.
Who did that come from? Somebody that you've seen, somebody growing up was like that, or was there somebody?
I have no idea.
Nope.
It just I was actually adopted.
Oh wow.
So from like a family, like a hereditary thing, not really sure. Okay. I do know like my biological family, but I don't know like that much in depth. So I think it's just one of those things that just comes natural. And a lot of our friends will just kind of laugh because we'll all be somewhere in a group, and then I'm off talking to somebody else in a different part of the different part of the bar, different part of the museum, different part of the wherever we are. And they're all sitting there like, oh, there he is again. There's a group in town, even they call it Steving. They've turned my lifestyle into a verb.